Good morning. This is another of our ongoing solo training videos, specifically with a concept that was discussed in one of Brian Malcolm-Well's solo training videos, and then giving a series of repetitions so that you can go through this at home and build up knowledge and skill. Today's session will be working on dagger posta and then covers from dagger posta. So speaking of the dagger, here's a cool typical training rondelle, about 18 to 24 inches long. You can use a piece of wood doweling if you do not have a training dagger, but you can also buy them online. So going through the posta, there are 5 posta mentioned in the manuscript. We actually teach 6 here at Emma Guelph, going through them one by one. First 3, don't use the dagger. I typically tuck it under my arm when I'm doing these. You can put it down on a flat surface, whatever. So the first one is the same as the primary one as one of the ones in wrestling, adversary, which is full iron gate, to support to defer. Then we grab our left wrist with our right hand, to support to defer, doppia. Then we cross our wrist with our right hand over our left, to support to defer, incrociata, doppia, incrociata. Next, we have our dagger in our right hand, to support to defer, come dagger. This is the one that does not have an image in the Getty manuscript, but attackers, agents, if you will, in the manuscript use it all the time. Start with the dagger in their hand. Then we take the tip of the dagger and put it in our left hand with both thumbs facing in. There we have tutto porto de ferro, doppia, come dagger. Then we turn the dagger over. We have the tip in our hand with the thumbs out, tutto porto de ferro, doppia, incrociata, come dagger. Let's go through those posta 3 times, just so the names settle in. Iron gate, full iron gate, tutto porto de ferro. Iron gate, more strength or doubled, tutto porto de ferro, doppia. Iron gate, full iron gate, doubled and crossed, tutto porto de ferro, doppia, incrociata. Full iron gate with dagger, tutto porto de ferro, come dagger. Full iron gate with dagger, full iron gate doubled with dagger, tutto porto de ferro, doppia, come dagger. Full iron gate doubled and crossed with dagger, tutto porto de ferro, doppia, incrociata, come dagger. 2 more times. Tutto porto de ferro, full iron gate, tutto porto de ferro, doppia, full iron gate doubled, tutto porto de ferro, doppia, incrociata, full iron gate doubled and crossed, tutto porto de ferro, come dagger, full iron gate, dagger, tutto porto de ferro, doppia, come dagger, full iron gate doubled with dagger, tutto porto de ferro, doppia, incrociata, come dagger, full iron gate doubled and crossed with dagger. Last time. Tutto porto de ferro, full iron gate, tutto porto de ferro, doppia, full iron gate doubled, tutto porto de ferro, doppia, incrociata, full iron gate doubled and crossed, tutto porto de ferro with dagger, tutto porto de ferro, come dagger, so full iron gate with dagger, tutto porto de ferro, doppia, come dagger, full iron gate doubled with dagger, tutto porto de ferro, doppia, incrociata, come dagger, full iron gate doubled and crossed with dagger. Next, we're going to put the dagger down, and we're going to do covers from full iron gate. The covers from full iron gates, so the non-doubled and crossed and without the dagger, those are the ones that the recruits focus on as they get ready for their scholar test. And they're used against 1st, 3rd, 4th, 9th Remedy Master. They're also shown in Remedy Master, but the 1st, 3rd, 4th, and 9th are the defenses that you need to know as you get ready for your scholar test. Left foot forward, settle into your stance. If someone's coming in with a mandrita, which is a strike from the right, which I'll demonstrate in a minute, then we increase our left foot as we come out to longa with the left hand, and we bring our right hand up to get ready to punch. Here. This is a strike. You're striking at their wrist. As you get your body weight underneath, and you're taking the inside here. And then you grab their wrist, punch them in the head, do other things, such as keys, locks, and throws. One more. Left foot forward. Here. And here. And then here. The blow that you're covering in that case is here. So Mark, if I could use you as a demonstration, as I come in, Mark is going to come out with his left hand and strike right here under the wrist, right where that joint is. That means that he's stopping this strike, and then he's giving a strike of his own with his right hand, and then doing other things with his left hand to get that key, lock, and throw. Let's demonstrate 10 of these covers. Left foot forward. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next cover that we're going to do is against a reversey attack, which is a backhand attack, which I will demonstrate in a minute. In which case we come out to a position that is similar to frontale from the wrestling section. We're going to come up with our left foot, and our hands are going to come out and strike to their elbow and wrist, because they're coming with their right hand to our left side here. For advanced students, you're going to step on an angle such that you can land covering in your power zone, not extended and not in close. You have to visualize where they're coming in. In advanced students, you can vary where your left foot goes to a visualized scenario. Somebody's really pushing in, then you might step out more to gain that distance. If they're not, then you might step in more. New recruits, don't worry about that. Just work on the basic body mechanics. The left foot is coming out while both hands are coming up from full iron gate. Here. You're going to strike with your edge of your hands into their wrist and behind the elbow to stop that action. Then you're going to grab and do a disarm. Later on, you'll be doing a disarm, lock, key, and throw in pair drills. Once more, left foot's coming out, both hands are coming in. Mark, if I may, I'll demonstrate the reversey blow, and I'll ask you to do the defense. The cover, I should say. So the reversey is coming across the body, and Mark's going to come out and strike here, the wrist, and here, the elbow, and then he's going to grab with both hands so that then he'll be able to key lock, disarm, throw. Let's practice this cover 10 times. Ready? I'm going to come out with the left foot, and both hands are going to go high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next, we have a defense against a fendente strike, which is a downward strike. Debatably the strongest because you've got all of your weight focused on coming straight down at the person instead of from the right or the left. and we're going to come out again to a frontale, a position similar to frontale in the wrestling section, except as we come out from iron gate, we're going to put our hands together, right hand on top of the left hand to form a V, and we're going to strike the wrist where the dagger is in order to stop it and then trap with the left hand. I visualize this as a throat strike, even though it's coming at the wrist. We're coming in with an increasing, traversing left foot step. So it's going offline as our hands come together and we get under our hands and we project forward and then grab with the left hand. This is using our structure and that you're getting your alignment of your skeleton all the way down to your back foot and coming in and grabbing. The left foot off the line, then changes the line. So if somebody's pushing through, you let them. And they're going to go to your right. And then you can do other plays that you know how to do from there, or you will be shown how to do it with their, mostly they'll be referred to as reversey plays, but don't worry about that for now. Projecting forward to intercept and stop much of the momentum and grab with the left hand. I will demonstrate the downward blow now. Mark, if you wouldn't mind demonstrating the cover with the context of the incoming fendente. And then if I push through, Mark will just turn a little bit and that will go by. But the main thing is the initial cover. As we say here in Guelph, rule number 1, don't get dead. So strong covers, confident covers, and you avoid getting struck. Left foot forward. Let's do this 10 times. Left hand, both hands are coming up together with the V, and then blocking, and then the left hand's grabbing. It's very important the right hand's over the left hand after the block is going to grab. The right hand will be free to strike, disarm, or enter for keys, locks, or throws. Let's do this 10 times. 1, and grab the left hand. Reset. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next, we're going to defend against a Satani, or a lower attack. Here in Emma Guelph, as soon as we see somebody change their grip to indicate that they're going to be attacking from below, we go from iron gate to frontale. And as they come in, our hands come down with the V shape with the right hand over the left, like we did against Fendentes. Our left foot's going out at traverse, kick our butt out just a bit, because getting stabbed in the lowers is never fun. And then we grab at the end. Again, we're aiming for the wrist there, and then grab. Similar to before with the Fendente, if they push through, they're going to go to the side. And then you do plays you can do if they push through. I'm going to demonstrate this with the Satani. I will demonstrate the Satanic strike. So when I say changing grip, you see what we usually nickname an ice pick grip for people doing an upper attack. And when you see them changing, that's an indication they're going to come from below. In a Satani, Mark, if you wouldn't mind demonstrating the Fourth Remedy Master cover that we just showed. In the context of the dagger coming in, Mark sees the dagger and he comes down with both hands onto the wrist and then grabs with the left hand. Let's do this cover 10 times. Left foot forward, you see them change grip, you go high, left foot's going to traverse out as you come down and then grab. Ready? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So those are the, grab a drink of water. Those are the covers that are shown in the 1st, 3rd, 4th, and 9th Remedy Master of the Fiore de Berry Gay manuscript dagger sections. Respectively, those are the covers against a mandrito, reversi, fendente, and a sultani strike. Next, we're going to look at the doubled posta, and we're only going to cover them briefly. We only have about 20 minutes left in this session. But Fiore de Berry tells us that the doubled posta, doppia and crostata, doppia cum dagger and crostata cum dagger, are better in armor, worse out of armor. They're better in armor because they are stronger, because they're doubled, but they are worse because they're out of armor because they are shorter. And the non-doubled posta, which we have tutto porta de ferro cum dagger, they are better out of armor because they're longer. The ones that we were just doing, we are reaching out, we are reaching out, we are reaching out. We have this ability to reach out. Now, Fiore de Berry also says tutto porta ferro doppia cum dagger is the best of all of them. One interpretation is because you can almost reach as far with the dagger in your hand for your blocks against reversi, fendente, mandrito, and sultani as you can without. You'll also see this similar actions in the bastoncello section. Bastoncello, short staff. Regardless, doubled covers. We're going to start with doppia, so grabbing the wrist, and we're going to do this against an imagined fendente attack, but we can also do it against a mandrito or reversi. And we're going to come out and cover with our left forearm against the incoming strike here. And then in this case, we're going to take the outside. Here in Guelph, we typically will prefer to get to the outside, but this depends on the pressure that you get after the initial cover. So advanced students, you will know that if they push through, the push in your arm takes the pressure and it starts to go here, you can get to the inside or to the outside. Recruits, don't worry about that as much. The initial cover is what you want to focus on. In fact, that's all we're going to do. It's just the initial cover today. So I'm going to do this slow 2 more times, then we'll do it 10 more times at a medium pace. Coming out with the left foot. So we're going to start. We've already chosen because the other person's in armor or much larger than us, which is a similar effect. And we're going to project forward underneath our arm using this as our blocking position. So what we are not doing is trying to do this. This will get you stabbed in the face. Even with a wooden rondel and a fencing mask, that's no fun. We are projecting forward, getting this as far as we can out from our body with the limitation of grabbing our wrist. Right, a few more times. Slow. 1, 2. Now let's do this 10 times at a faster pace, a moderate pace. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. This can also be used against a low attack, but I don't like it because it is so short. That can be covered in another session. Now we're going to do a similar block, or cover, I should say, with incrustada. Right hand over left, wrists are crossed, and we're going to block with the junction. We're going to block at the wrist. We're going to come up to here, trying to intercept their wrist with this forearm here. There. After which, of course, if they push through, we can go to the inside. If we have a blade pressure, which is here, we can go to the outside, a wrist pressure, if you will. But we're just going to do the initial cover. Ready? Left foot forward. As before, we're going to traverse off the line as we come in with our both hands. Let's do this twice slow, and then we'll do 10 times at a moderate pace. We start in cruzada, right hand over left. 1. And then again. Do this 10 times at a moderate pace. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next, we're going to take our dagger. We're going to have our dagger doubled. Put the posta de ferro, doppia from dagger. We're going to block, we're going to cover midway between our hands. So right about here on the blade, into the wrist, underneath. In the case of, depending against the high attacks, the mandrito, the reversi and pendente. And then depending on the pressure we receive, we could go to the outside and stab underneath, or the inside, and you treat it like a mandrito. So any of the things that go to the outside, we can treat like a reversi in terms of the following actions. Any things that go to the inside, we can treat like a mandritas or a mandrita cover. And then we also have a dagger we can use to stab. But we're just going to do the cover. Right? In a minute, we will. In another section, we will look at the defenses where we come low. It's the same action. We're going high, we're going low. This is 8th Remedy Master in the Getty, and this is 6th, the defense used in 6th Remedy Master in the Getty. But for now, we're just going to do the high line defense. Cover. Ready? I'll do this slow twice. 1, 2. Now we're going to do this at a moderate pace 10 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. I mentioned we can do a low cover with this. Now we're going to do that. We're going to start doubled. They're coming in with a Satani attack from below. And we're going to do our 8th Remedy Master, which is coming straight down on top of the wrist. We're still going to traverse off the line, down onto the wrist. Keep in mind that this is a rondel training dagger, but a actual dagger would have edges, which would be no fun, even with gloves on. Somebody came down onto your wrist with that. Heck, it's no fun even with these when it's done with intent. regardless. Supported throw, Dopia come dagger. Somebody's coming in with the Satani. We're going to come down onto the wrist. And then again, we could turn and go to the outside, which is most likely. 1 second. Grab a quick drink of water. Two more times. Slow. 1, 2. 10 more times at a moderate pace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to turn the dagger over and use 2 supports of the Pharaoh. Doppia and Crasada come dagger. We're going to come out against a Fendente attack. So our left foot's going to come out with the traverse, and we're going to come underneath, aiming to have the space between our hands come to the wrist of the attacker. This can be used against all the highline attacks, reversi, pendente, mandrito. We're just going to give the example of 10 strikes to Fendente, 10 covers of a Fendente strike. Ready? We'll do 2 slow. 1, really get underneath your dagger as you come out, lower your center weight, center of balance a bit. 2. I will do this 10 times at a moderate pace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For the last 5 minutes, we're going to do 10 strikes of Mandrito, Reversi, and Dente and Satani to finish up this session. Left foot forward, dagger in your right hand, point forward, ice pick grip as we call it, right on the glove. We're going to do a right foot passing step as we come in. We're going to use true time, so our weight's going to transfer onto our left foot as our hands come up over our head, and then pass, and then strike. So our left hand ready to fish, to double, to punch. Reset. One more time slow. Cross the line, and your dagger lands with your foot. Making sure that we're not chambering and striking. We are coming up over the head and then landing the blow with the foot. Let's do 10 men 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next, we're going to do 10 reverses. Our left foot's going to come off. Sorry, we're going to pass in with the right foot, but our hand's going to come up the body over to the left, and then strike. Once more. Weights on the front foot, and the right foot lands with the dagger. We'll do this 10 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Grab a quick drink of water. We're going to finish up with the dentes and the satanes. Dente, bring our hands high, straight down the center here, striking throat, upper chest. 10 times. I'm going to go at a faster pace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switching grip. One forward grip instead of the ice pick grip. Now we're going to come in with the satane, which is going forward and step. As your hands go in front of you, think of your right hand or the pommel pulling your back heel up, weights going under your left foot, and then you land with the point and with the right foot. This is the same body mechanics we use for thrust, in sword, spear, poleaxe. Left foot forward. We're going to do 10 of these at a faster speed. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Thank you very much for joining me today. We'll do more in the future.
Cool.
Be safe.
You too. Thank you.